Hare Krishna, Sindhu here. Welcome to the Radha Mother channel. Today we're going to see a beautiful katha, right? Beautiful Bhagavad Gita story. Krishna and Balram take care of the devotee. Let me start with a small prayer. Nama Om Vishnu Padhaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Hare Krishna. The story is a real incident which took place in the life of a great devotee called Arjunacharya, right, who lived in South India. Okay, let's get into the story. Arjunacharya and his wife were very simple and humble devotees. They lived in a small hut, okay, and every day after his morning duties, he used to go to the village and beg for food, alms, right? As a rule, he used to visit only 3 houses and beg alms. He used to accept just enough alms for himself and his wife to survive or live. He was writing a commentary on Bhagavad Gita, and every day he spent hours reading and writing Bhagavad Gita, right? One day he was so engrossed in that he forgot to go to the village for getting some food. Since it was already late in the afternoon, the ladies in the village were resting and there was no spare food even in one single house. So he came back empty handed. Once again, what he did, he started to read the Bhagavad Gita, right? In the ninth chapter, verse 22nd verse, Lord Krishna says, Ananyas chintayanto mam e jana pashate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. I'll repeat, Ananyas chintayanto mam e jana paryupashate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. What's the meaning of this? Those who always worship me with exclusive devotion, meditating on my transcendental form, then I carry, to them I carry what they lack and I preserve what they have. What a beautiful line, right? To those devotees, I carry what they lack and I preserve what they already have, right? So that's the verse meaning. Arjunacharya started thinking about the last words very deeply. And he was not convinced. He did not feel them correct. How could the Lord say Vaham Yaham, I personally carry? He was thinking. So what he did, he scratched the line in this book, right? Yogakshema Vaham Yaham. And then he told his wife, he scratched the line and he told he was going to the river to have his bath. Meanwhile, what happened? 2 boys, Krishna and Balram, as you can see in the picture. They appeared and they were carrying loads of rice, vegetables, fruits, right? Butter, and they handed over all of them to Arjunacharya's wife. She was surprised and she was wonderstruck, by seeing the beautiful faces. So she asked them who they were, right? So what those boys did, they both introduced themselves, Krishna and Balram, as disciples of her husband, and that they have bought these provisions as per their order. They told her. She was very thankful and very happy, She was very grateful. And now she can cook something for herself and for her hungry husband. So when the boys started leaving, she saw the scars marks on the back of their bodies, right? She was very shocked. She asked them, who has done this to you? Oh, beautiful boys, come here. Who has done this to you? They told her that her husband makes them work very hard, your husband only, right? If we don't obey them, he would beat us. She was not able to believe what they said. But she felt very sad for them, and she immediately applied the sandalwood paste, chandan paste, right, on their backs to relieve the pain, and they left immediately. When Arjunacharya returned home, his wife was very angry at him. She didn't even want to speak to him. Arjunacharya asked her, what happened? Why are you not speaking to me? Have I hurt you? And she says, no, replied his wife, you are a very bad person. You are hurting small children. How? Arjunacharya is asking. He asked, how, what did I do? When he heard what his wife told him, he was able to realize that the 2 boys were no one but Krishna and Balramji, right? So he ran inside where his Bhagavad Gita was lying, and he could see that pen marks on his sloka. He scratched, right? They all were vanished, right? Haribol, what a miracle. And he started weeping for doubting the Lord's words, right? And said, Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. It is absolutely true. Lord, you do personally come to save your devotees. Oh Lord, please forgive me. His wife felt very sad for not recognized them, though she saw them face to face. But Arjunacharya was very happy, thinking that his wife had a direct darshan of Krishna and Balramji. Right? Krishnaji and Balramji, direct darshan. Hari Bol. Arjunacharya consoled her and said, now I have understood that there is no difference between Lord Krishna and Bhagavad Gita, to be underlined. What did he tell? There is no difference between Lord Krishna and Bhagavad Gita. By scratching on the Bhagavad Gita, I was only scratching the body of Lord Krishna, and the Lord is truth. He takes care of devotees. He personally carries what they have and provides what they lack. Right? Then they began to chant and glorify the Lord. Right? So what is the moral from this story, my dear devotees and friends? Bhagavad Gita is spoken by Supreme Lord directly. So it's all perfect, right? Gita provides the best solution for any kinds of problems. We would have experienced practically that whenever we are facing any bad or difficult situations and not sure what we should do, Lord answers through his words in the Bhagavad Gita. Jai. Right? And one more Gita Mahatmya verse by Shankaracharya, verse 7, I want to quote here. Gita su Gita kartavya kim anya shastra vishtarai ya swayam padmanabhasya mukha padmat vinihrishtita. Right? It's a beautiful verse. I repeat, Gita su Gita kartavya kim anya shastra vishtarai ya swayam padmanabhasya mukha padmat vinishtra. Right? Vinishtra. Because Bhagavad Gita is spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, one need not read any other Vedic literature. There is no necessity. One need only attentively and regularly hear and read the Bhagavad Gita. That is enough. Right? In the present age, people are so absorbed in the regular mundane activities that it's not possible for them to read all the Vedic literature. And it's also not necessary. This one book, Bhagavad Gita, will suffice, because it is the essence of all the Vedic literatures, and especially because it is spoken by Lord Shri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Right? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So when we approach the Lord earnestly, he reciprocates immediately by providing us the right direction, right instruction through these amazing Bhagavad Gita slokas. He is readily available to us in the form of his words through the Gita. Right? So it's up to us, my dear friends, to realize the value of the same and make the best use of the same. Right? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you. So I humbly request you, please forward this and share this moral with all your loved ones, near and dear ones, right? So that everyone can be benefited by hearing about Krishna and his dearmost devotees. Thank you. Hare Krishna. I'll catch you all with another beautiful video. Until then, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.